Hip hop was good. This is the DagogetaTv, still bringing you that dope content. I'm your guy, Deme D, Mr. Everywhere, You Never There. And I'm excited, man. It's 2022. I've made it to episode 10 of Diggin Wit Deme. Got a dope guest here, man. My guy, ZeeQthe. What's the word, my
Yo,
G?
what's up, everybody? Deme D, I appreciate you for having me on your show. Thank you,
my
man.
God.
Thank you. What's up, y'all? How you doing? ZeeQthe ZYc here, New York. Born and raised, almost lived in every borough you could possibly think of.
Mr. Everywhere Part 2.
See, here we go, you know? So it's only right that I came on this show, saw it was up. I was watching a few episodes with my friends, we thought it was cool. So might as well pull up and say what's up.
That's what's up, appreciate you. So if you haven't tuned in before, this is Diggin Wit Deme, vinyl hip hop show. Listen, you know we cover other genres of music too, but what I like to do is have collectors on. Doesn't matter what your occupation is, whether you're a fan, you're a DJ, you're a rapper, you're just an enthusiast. We have you pick 5 records from your catalog. First 3 is just your talk piece. 4th piece is your show-off piece. And 5 is your prized possession. I would say one of them, because I know there's probably many. So before we get into it, just let them know, how did you get into collecting? Was it more like just the music, or is it?
I've always been interested in picking up all kinds of vinyl. Like, you know, I'm just really like a vinyl enthusiast. You know, it's definitely one of my passions or hobbies, if you will.
How long you say you've been doing it?
I would say since a kid. Like, you know, like just to be able to put on
OG.
the phonograph, yeah, like on the record player. I was one of the kids that was like scratching my mom's
That was me
records
too.
accidentally. Like, you know, I wasn't supposed to be doing that, but you know, at the same time, I learned how to work an actual, you know, record player, where a lot of the time people were dealing with CD players and like radio and cassette players at the time. So, you know, you learn to appreciate it, and I actually want to press up more of the music I create on vinyl as time progresses, being that I developed this passion for it.
Okay, and I see that's a theme, an ongoing theme, because I've had a few guests that were like artists. One was a DJ as well, and they pressed up some vinyls. One person had a tape too, so I guess that is a dope feeling, like, because my father has a vinyl, and I cherish it like it's mine.
That's cool.
So I guess
it shows that, you know, that they cared. Like, you know, like,
what it is?
I feel like it shows that you cared about the music, because, you know, we came up in the era, I feel like, you know, you could probably agree, that was like straight burn the CD, like from like, you know, from the computer, and like you got your CD, so it's not as personable as like the vinyl. You know what I'm saying? You get it as it's a blank, and it's like a canvas. You could paint it. It could just be like it's a loose leaf paper compared to the canvas. You know, that's how I put it. Like vinyl is the canvas, and then like a burnt CD is like a loose leaf paper.
That's a good comparison. Word. There's no connection with the CD, because them shits is gone.
For real.
I don't know where they at.
You get a scratch on it, it's done.
It's done. But the vinyls, you definitely hold on to it and treat it with more
care. It's there for years, you know, there for 50 plus years, still to this day. A lot of people got vinyl from here, like 45s from like years, like, and that's why I'm appreciative of it, because I feel like it's like you're capturing sound in a certain point. I've been there before, trust me. It's hard keeping them up to date, you know what I mean? Like, that's why they're so cherished. Like, if you ask me, I think everyone should take care of their vinyls as much as possible. Let this be a reminder to you out there, you know, YouTube, wherever. Keep your vinyls clean, make sure they're always clean, you know, you never know.
You regret it later. That's how I feel about some of my CDs. But so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the first 3, but start with the first 1 of the talk pieces. And so what you wanna set it off with?
All right, cool. So this, you know, like I said before, like I couldn't get to all my vinyls, so I couldn't give you guys a wide range of what I'm trying to do here.
It's another tough thing though when you accessing them.
Exactly. So what I will say is this is like one of the songs that I see as a go-to, like if I'm trying to play like an 80s party, being that I DJ and whatnot, and when I'm DJing, I'm gonna put this song on. It's gonna be Rock Steady by the Whispers, you know, one of the original singles. Can't go wrong with it. You hear that bass line in the background. You hear that, I think it's like 80s, right? Electro funk kind of vibe, like, you know, disco, if you will, funk, more importantly, funk, you know, and this is just something I could count on, like, as like, if I wanna make a quality recording, I'll listen to this song as like a reference. You know?
Legendary group too.
The vinyl, at that, thank you, exactly. Nothing but legends. So many hip hop artists sample these guys right here.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. Definitely one of the.
Shout out to the Whispers.
Yeah, they like Earth, Wind, and Fire too, and they heavily sample.
For sure, you know, and to this day, like, I could appreciate just putting that on the vinyl and vibing to it. Like, whoever purchased this in my family when I was younger, thank you, because now I can still listen to it to this day, and that's the beauty of vinyl. You're more likely to throw out a CD instead of throw out vinyl, in my personal opinion.
I agree. Like I said, you just treat it much better.
Yeah,
treat it much better.
For sure.
So what you got next for the people? This is the second second one right here.
All right, so, you know, like I'm straight hip hop, yo, but you know, I gotta acknowledge the elements of me and how I came up and how I became a musician. So like I enjoy a lot of music from the 40s and like music from the 50s, even classical. Heck yeah, you know, that was somebody's parents, grown folks music, like, you know, so like I look at it like that, and like the innovation is there. I'm just in a space where I know for sure that, you know, there was like certain elements of back then that had a songwriter writing what was on their heart, whereas like nowadays they're kind of writing to pander to an audience.
Make the sales, record, whatever it is. So yeah, it is a big difference.
So this guy, like, you know, Nat King Cole, I'm pretty sure many of your favorite artists, hip hop legends, have sampled him. You know, he had a legendary daughter as well, Natalie Cole. You know, this will be one of her greatest songs. I'm pretty sure you've heard it in like commercials and all kinds of movies and whatnot. So like this guy right here in particular, just like I just grew up listening to his music, and it made me feel like I was classy. And like, you know, like black men can be like of a superb quality, like, you know.
He was our Sinatra.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. And you can put it that way. And also, in addition to that, he was just like a smooth voice, like a factotum, if you will. You know, somebody who was just like wearing many hats, and even in his era, it was just kind of fearless in like what he was willing to try, as far as like his new experimenting with music and his new experimenting with like the social divide and the polarization of like racism during
Definitely
that time.
was how you put commentary heavy, social commentary.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like he was kind of like, if you ask me, musical theater, and that's like his voice is what I would aspire to as a singer. Like, you know, being an MC / singer and whatnot.
Very, very powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
While it was still smooth, like
facts. And this man, he smoked cigarettes. He did all, you know. So you think about this, and it's like, yo, the quality of his voice, and you know, you hear the words, and it's like it don't matter. Like you hear the notes, and it's like it don't matter. Like all that other stuff goes out the window because this is timeless. And like one of my favorite songs is Nature Boy. It's the name of this one right here. And he got a lot of gems. Like if you don't listen to Nat King Cole, I would say, like, you know, I'm not gonna knock you, but just definitely when you find the time.
No harm in tapping in.
Yeah, sit on the drive, sit on the commute, anywhere, like going through the subway system, the LIRR, wherever, MTA North, and just vibe out to Nat King Cole. It's like the perfect for the scenery. Or even just riding through the hood. Put some Nat King Cole when you're riding through the hood in the middle of the night. It's a beautiful feeling.
Salute to Nat, R.I.P. to the legend and the trendsetter right there.
Sure.
That was the second one right there. We're gonna jump into the third of the talk pieces.
All right.
What you got for the people here?
So this one is the Tribe Called Quest.
What's this right here?
This is the Tribe Called Quest album vinyl. It's the most recent vinyl. One of the most recent vinyls I think I've gotten. It was a gift.
What album is that?
This is the recent last one. Yeah, it's like the recent last one.
Shit.
So like I like this one because it's like it signifies that, you know, like even a group like this that was probably is since like the late 80s and, you know, early 90s.
Early 90s.
You know, they outlasted all that even through the turmoil, whatever you will. And this product came out. I like the album.
Seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's a pretty awesome album. You know, I'm seeing it's two sides. I think it's disc 1, disc 2, and then, you know, played on the vinyl. I still got mine in the plastic, but you know, the album is fuego.
Yeah, that's how you know he ain't fucking around.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
you know?
still in the plastic.
A bunch of stuff here, and that's where I'm trying to keep it, man. I'm trying to collect as much vinyls as possible. I want to collect like signed vinyls, more signed vinyls, if that makes any sense, because like people are more inclined to appreciate them when they know that the person actually like maybe touched the actual product, you know? That's why I also look at it for myself too. Like if I want to make vinyls, you never know who's gonna deal with it later, but I know the person is gonna care about music enough to want to put it into a record player.
That community's not going anywhere.
For sure.
That's what made me want to start the show, because I noticed that community was heavy and passionate and then still going. So salute to Tribe Called Quest, one of my favorite groups ever. You know what I mean? All time Queens in this bitch, you already.
Midnight Marauders, one of my favorite albums. If you ask me.
Yeah, that's a hip hop staple right there.
Beats, lyrics, concepts, you know.
So R.I.P. Fife, man, too. R.I.P. to Fife. So those was the 3 right there, talk pieces. So we're gonna jump into what I like to call the 4th show-off piece, pretty much showing off other collectors or just other music lovers and enthusiasts.
Yeah, of course.
So who you got right here?
All right, so this one is an MC Light piece right now. It's signed by her. I'm pretty sure many
He
of y'all got
definitely
those.
showing off.
Yo, I'm not sure. I think somebody might also got this. This might be one of those.
I've never seen that shit.
Yo,
My pops would probably
yo,
be. So
you know what I'm
what album is that though?
This is like a recent album. This is
Yeah,
it's like
'cause I
in
never seen
recent
that
years.
cover.
I think she might have put these out and signed a few of them. I'm not sure, but I know my mom had gotten it. She gave it to me as a gift also. You know what I
Really?
mean? Like me and my mom are vinyl.
Mom's in the game
Vinyl
too.
appreciation. Yeah, yo, I was finding out some of my mom's old vinyl pieces, but she write her name on there with her friends and whatnot, like so they can label which ones is which theirs and their friends.
Oh, I got you.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
It's serious.
So it's that serious. You know, I carried over into the next generation. And yeah, so she got me this one right here. She's a big MC Lyte fan. Put me on since I was a kid.
This is the album or this is the single?
This, if I'm not mistaken, is a new album itself. Legend is called.
Legend, she is.
Yes, for sure. Since '87, right? One of the first singles since '87. You know, that's a few years before me, but I still found a deep appreciation for that time. Like, i.e. from like the Whispers, Rocksteady to MC Lyte to, you know, anyone else you could think of that's coming from that era. Like, that's shaped my hip hop ear. And, you know, I could appreciate this plenty more. Legend indeed. Thank you, MC Lyte.
Yeah, and you got the later joints, man. That's so dope from the Tribe and her. Like, that's dope.
Facts.
Salute to MC Lyte. She's still out here killing it. She's doing her acting thing.
Don't
still
stop.
looking beautiful as ever.
It don't
still
stop.
holding it down.
Like, don't
Salute to
crack.
Lyte, man, one of the best to ever do it.
Right?
Word up. So before you bring that out though, so right now we closing it out. We got the fifth and final piece, Diggin Wit Deme. We got ZYc. We got ZYc in the building. Listen, so what you want to close it out with, man? What is one of your is this the prize possession or one of them?
It's one of them because I couldn't get access to all my prize possessions. However, I will
so
say,
shout it out, the one that you really wanted, just so they could get it.
the one that I really wanted is actually like a vinyl that is mine. That is my vinyl, and it would have been cool to bring it here to show you guys. The other ones are obvious. For a bonus mention is like, I think it was whatchamacallit? It's a signed vinyl, a signed 45 of Stevie Wonder. I forgot which album it was exactly, but it was a signed 45, and that's somewhere.
From Stevie?
Yes. So, you know, I got a few of those, but today, like, you know, I could bring you guys back to the 40s and 50s with Nat King Cole and like Frank and all of them. And this is Robert Merrill. This is actually a New York City legend.
You gotta school me on him.
So right now, this is opera. And
Okay.
he signed this. He signed this one right here. You know what I'm saying? He's from Brooklyn. He was born in Brooklyn.
Really?
Yeah, actually. And you know, the guy's just like been like one of the musical theater types. He's definitely opera, Broadway kind. And just I aspire to sing like guys like this, like in hip hop though. Like,
I know
you know what I'm
saying,
saying?
just that-
Like the quality
I
of
grew
his
an
voice.
appreciation later on in my life for opera and
You know?
and the value of their voice and shit like that. So
There's a certain
definitely-
opulence to it. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
got much respect for it.
so like I brought this because I felt like, you know, it contributed a lot to like my appreciation for hip hop. I don't know if y'all remember like Carmen the Hip Hopper and like things like
Why does
that.
that name sound familiar?
It was like a movie. It was a movie, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like a hip hop movie. So like they had like, I think Beyonce and like Ice Cube. And all
Oh,
those
Carl,
people in
that's
there.
why with Makai Fife and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah, he's gonna ruin his whole life over.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, ultimately, yeah, Robert Merrill, man, like he signed this. I found this by
Got a lot of
thank God.
signatures over here, man.
I'm trying to find them more, man. That's what I'm saying. Ultimately, like, real vinyl collectors feel me, like, and like I'm sure y'all do as well. Like, you know, it don't matter. Like, it's really one of these situations where like I found appreciation like through his music because I got a vinyl. I found a vinyl, and I think that's important. I think vinyl's gonna be here for. But yeah, man, like ultimately, as long as you take care of them, they'll take care of you. And I look at it that way. Like I'm looking for all the great vinyls that I haven't seen yet. The hip hop ones that I have. I need more hip hop vinyls. I got a lot of like soul. I got a lot of rock vinyl.
And they still going hard. Like there's still a lot of artists that's kind of a heavy part of their merch is their vinyl. So
Yeah,
them too.
exactly. Shout out to everybody out there in hip hop. Shout out to everybody out there in the rap game. Anyone on the blogs and YouTube. Anyone who fucks with hip hop in general. I don't know if I could curse.
Nah, yes, you
It's
heard me
hip-hop.
cuss a couple of times.
Fuck.
It's the DagogetaTv, man. We represent the culture all the way through.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate Deme D. Appreciate, you know, the camera crew. You know, it's been
God,
great.
James, you on deck, you're ready.
Appreciate you. You know, and it's just vinyl. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
you
going
could
nowhere.
just hold, close it out, show them the pieces one more
Vinyl
time.
ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be here for a
Listen,
while, as y'all
catch up.
see. You know, this is
All
gonna
my
be
vinyl
something.
lovers, this is the place to be. This is the channel. This is the show. Listen, you want to be a part, just hit me up. You can leave your message in the comments. You can inbox me. It's Deme D in the building. Mr. Everywhere, you never there,
shout out my
see.
ZeeQthe
Long Island
ZYc.
in the building, Brooklyn in the building, New
You already
York
know.
City, we
NY,
out
what
here,
up?
we-
NY all over, everywhere. I want to see some more people on stages, man. I gotta see a lot of y'all
Definitely.
everywhere. So holla at me.
Hit that red button, man. Subscribe, share, comment,
Zeeq
hit that.